Hello guys, this is a follow-up video on critical points. We hadn't really stated the how to find them, and I think that's what this video session is going to be on, so it's also going to be quite short. So the y-intercept to begin with, we are going to find by making x equal to 0. I'm just going to have to put those in a different color so you can be able to see that. So here we find by making x to be equals to 0 in our equation, and then solving for y, okay. And then the next one, how do we find the x-intercept? So we find this by making y equal to 0 and then solving for x, like that. And then turning points. How do we find the turning points? Usually your turning points will depend with whether you're given a there are two ways to be able to find your turning point. Usually you'll be given a line where there's cross the x-axis, okay, and you will use them to find the midpoint. So this gives you the x coordinate where this happens. This gives you the x coordinate for where this happens, okay. So you now need to find the y coordinate by inputting the x that you found from the midpoint back into the equation and then getting the y value, okay. So this is the usual method, okay, that you're going to be getting to be able to find that there. Usually, again, it's going to be applied for the minimums rather than the maximums. But you, just in case, you'll notice that is the same again with our minimum graph. Okay, we'll call this one A, call this one B. So this is going to be again the midpoint, okay, and we're going to use that to then say that this point is going to be M, and then we find the y by substituting for the m value back into the equation. And that's how we find the points where the graph turns. But I hasten to also go back to 2 and say that when you're finding this, especially for the quadratics, you may have to involve a bit of, you may have to involve a bit of factorization there. Not always, but in most cases you may have to involve a bit of factorization there. And then for line of asymptotes, usually these are found by saying that make the denominator function 0, then solve for x. So then solve for x or for y. This way you'll be able to get both asymptotes, which are either the x1 or the y1. Like this one is the x asymptote and this one is the y asymptote. Remember that we did state that the lines that are vertical do not cross the y-axis, so therefore we cannot solve for y, for example, and the lines that are horizontal they will never cross the x-axis, therefore we cannot solve for x. So the nature of those are going to be x equals to k or y equals to k. That's going to be the equations of the lines of asymptote. Alright, and I hope this additional video kind of puts or sheds some light to what we did before. Wish you the best and good luck. Have a good day. Goodbye.